Welcome, everyone, back to the Alliance training match. Now, a few more people have finally gave me sight into what they're doing. Victor did, Texas, Dutch America, Cascadia. So we have a lot to go over. But it seems like, oh, Gran Colombia accepted it. So did Hispanic Nueva Mexico. Nice. So, we'll be looking at all their countries and all that. So yeah, let's do it. Newspaper. I figured out how to attack. Alright, here we go. I noticed Run is already on attack. I guess rules are meant to be broken. Some experts in the game tech training set that right away when they give you right away moving troops in. Declare war. If you use routing, maybe you could command units to take the whole thing too. Has it started? I can't attack shit. Oh, I'll just go what's up, people, and thanks for joining. I figured it out how to attack. Yeah. So yeah, what are the tactics and all that? But from what I could tell, you can attack nations that can be controlled by players, but you can't attack actual AI ones because those are set to be permanent AI. Yeah, people are going ham though out here, but let me just do a quick run through of all my stuff and all that, and then we'll get started. Since this isn't about my playthrough of it this time, it's about what the entire coalition's doing. So yeah, I'll try to get through this little section as fast as I can. I mean, of course I'll tell them my strategy, but it's really just be defensive, build ships, build militia, anti-mech guns, and that's the entire strategy right there. Just lay down in the open for anyone to exploit, anyone to use. So, first off, let's look at coalitions. Any more? Nope, that is a surprise. So, let's start here with the Kingdom of Quebec. So as we can see here, he already has infantry off the coast of Nain and off the coast of Stephenville and the capital too. So he is ready to attack the moment the peace sign goes away. He's only using scout mech and artillery at the capital, so I don't know why. That's weird, in my opinion. He's going to have infantry pushing from the left to the right towards St. John's. He's going to have this transport come into here. He's going to have his infantry swipe to the right. So he has all stuff on the border on the right side. And that's about it. And now let's see, is he making anything? He's going for tanks. Light tanks, normal infantry. Very interesting, in my opinion. Let me check. That is light tanks, right? Because I'm not familiar with the box tanks yet. At least their design. Yeah, because there's only like one thing that can be tanks in this game. So yeah. So he's doing a tank and infantry strategy and is trying to attack Newfoundland and Labrador the moment the peace goes away. Now let's look at the Freemasons Lodge. He's going for light tanks too. Getting his industries up, his recruitment offices up, manpower resources, so he's doing the same thing as this guy up here. In Quebec, he's making light tanks and infantry. Usually I don't go for that kind of start, but maybe I will in the future. But anyway, he's moving his infantry over to the left to begin attacking Tennessee. That is interesting. So right now there's not too much aggression here from what I can tell. But then we come to Dutch America. He's going straight on the offensive immediately. He left his cities undefeated, going for normal infantry as always, and all that. So as we can see, he's also building up heavy mech factories level 2, so he's trying to go for mechs, not tanks, unlike his allies. Now he's going for an interestingly risky strat here, where he's only having 2 places make infantry and the rest will be tanks, mechs. Bozeman is infantry, so Casper, Coeur d'Alene, and yeah, those 2 are mechs. Bozeman, Billings, and Bismarck are the infantry. So he's going to try to be pumping out 3 infantry and 2 mechs every day, from what I can tell. At least from what I can tell at first. He paired his scout mech up with his artillery. Smart. They have faced some troubles, though, it seems. Now, this kind of attack right here does leave him really exposed. And if any other person wanted to, say, exploit that, they totally could. They can move in, they can take his cities out. But, sadly, no one else knows this except me. So no one can benefit off that information. Except me if I wanted to. Yeah. So it could be player versus player. It's just AI Nations is a no-go. And now let's go with Principes over here. With his strats, he is a top player. So he's going to go for Militia immediately. And it looks like maybe Motorized or Commandos. Or he's going for level 2 Barracks. Don't know. He also has a Heavy Factory here. He's going also for Equipment Office in Seattle. So, unlike everyone else so far that we have covered, he's only having 1 city make troops right now. So maybe he's setting up his resources for something bigger, potentially, than the others. That will be exciting to see in the upcoming days. From now. Alright. Now let's come down here to Victor. Now this guy is... I don't know how good he is at Iron Order, but I know he's good at conflicts. Let's see how well that serves him. So, he has Industries, Hub, and Barracks, so he's going for normal infantry. And all that. They're just called infantry, right? Yeah, they're just called infantry. Light tanks, infantry. Okay, same start as the other 2. So he's just building up his Industries and making normal infantry with 1 tank. Respectable. So now down here, Mexico's also going on the offensive. Albeit, he's attacking every side, which is what can counter. Now, this is an interesting strategy, since he's going for Yucatan and Estado Libre, Soberano de Durango, and all that. I know I just butchered that. But let's see what he is going to be going for. So he's going for infantry. Ooh, artillery, I'm guessing, or scout mechs. Infantry. So yeah. It looks like he may be an artillery-focused nation going into this. So far, it looks like no one has built any Navy bases except me, which makes sense. So now that we've covered all that, let's come down here to Clawman Gaming, the last person who's given me share map, so I actually know what they're going for and all that. So this guy's going for infantry, nothing, infantry. And here. So it looks like he's stacking up all his troops here to prepare for an attack through Costa Rica. That'll be interesting to see. So, Smoking Caliber, Principes, so Cascadia and Mexico are going for an offensive attack right off the bat, leaving their cities undefended right now. At least most of them. Which is a strategy that can work out. We'll see how that develops over the next few days and all that. Well, Mexico, while over here, Gran Colombia is doing the same thing, but preparing to attack, but he hasn't started one yet. Now, this is going to be very interesting to see in the upcoming battles, because having control of the Panama Canal down here, which is where this is at, is actually very powerful. Considering if anyone on the right side had ships and all that, or on the left side ships, they can't get to the other if Clawman's at war with them. Now that's assuming he actually locks down the canal, which not every player does, because it's not always a good strat to do. But yeah, as we can see, it looks like an AI nation has struck at Cuba now. So sadly, it seems like even a day later, none of these people are active, which happens, people have their lives, but if I can conclude, that's gonna be an interesting match, really. Have we went over Texas? I don't think we have, actually, I'm looking at this. Or maybe I have, I don't know. But he's going for, yeah, whoa. Very, very risky strat by Texas. Absolutely no barracks whatsoever. except one. Every other place is meant for mechs and tanks. Now this will be interesting to see how this works out for him, because while having a mech army is strong, if you have no infantry to back it up, you can't capture anything. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, I'll conclude. Oh, I got Cascadia and Dutch America next up. Well, I mean, everyone's preparing for an attack. They're moving all their troops off the cities. Currently, I'm gonna be more defensive than the rest. But yeah, this will be, interesting to go through. Now, this is my first time trying to do more of a spectator role for this kind of match, you know, alliance and all that. So forgive me if a few of my things were messed up through this, but I hope y'all will, all my alliance members, will pull off some interesting things. I do have high hopes for Cascadia and all that. I have high hopes for everyone, really. But the people being aggressive off the bat, I also have high hopes for them to see what they might pull off. Since, from what I can tell, Cascadia is biding his time because he knows he won't be attacked anytime soon, and he's just gonna build up a strong army, it seems, like right off the bat. At least strong infantry, that is. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how mechs versus the tanks clash out, since apparently it seems like absolutely no one is going for anti-mech stuff right now. It's just infantry, tanks, and mechs. Respectable. An interesting choice for sure. Anyway, guys, hope y'all will join me on the third day of this little thing we got going on here, where we see what my fellow Alliance members are doing. Hope y'all have a good one, and I can't wait for you guys to see me tomorrow on the next analysis of this match. Bye!